As we've been drinking MMA, we are breaking down the UFC Fight Night Barbosa Yusuf fight card. This is the third fight on the prelims. It's Chris Gutierrez versus, I'm going to try and pronounce his name, it's Alatengheili from China. And it's at bantamweight, 135 pounds. My pick as a backhand is going to be Chris Gutierrez.
My pick is Chris Gutierrez. I think this fight's actually going to go all 3 rounds. They're both defensive fighters.
Yeah.
They're not first to punch. Mm-hmm. Even when they hurt somebody, they're not quick for the kill. So Chris Gutierrez likes to do that spinning flare stuff.
Yep.
He does a lot of feints with fake punching and then the hip twists that he does for the fake kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these guys aren't volume strikers.
Yeah.
These guys aren't power strikers. What else? Do these guys grapple a lot? Not really.
Not really.
So it's going to be a defensive, like, in out, 1-2, maybe a grapple against the fence, push off, 1-2. 1-2.
I see Alatengheili going forward, taking the center of the octagon. Gutierrez likes to back up. And
he likes that outside.
He likes the outside and tried to counter here and there, but really mostly just leg kicks.
Legs kick, yep.
Loved leg kicks.
He loves those kicks in general.
He used to be kind of like doing everything, and now it's just like he's just zeroed in on the leg kicks. When he starts throwing again, it's going to be a good thing for Gutierrez fans. But right now, he's just really just throwing those leg kicks, and then he does a little hip hesitations, the hip feints, like he's gonna go through for the kick, and then he kind of fakes you out, and then he goes for the leg kick, and he's fast. Gutierrez is fast, I would say, backing up and stuff. But Alatengheili a little bit slower going forward, and that's why Gutierrez is gonna be able to kick him all night, and Alatengheili kind of stands a little close, but also at the same time he's defensive. So like Lousy said, it's kind of one of those fights where non-committal is kind of like the theme of this fight of how it's going to go, I feel. Because Alatengheili, even though he has some power, doesn't throw that much enough. He throws some combinations here and there, and then he'll just kind of all of a sudden be defensive for like half a round. And just
I don't have like enough confidence to put money on this fight.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, if I were to be Gutierrez and going distance,
Gutierrez by decision.
Yeah,
and again, it's going to be good to see the prices. Let's see the prices. I mean, this fight got announced recently because Gutierrez on his last fight it got canceled.
Yeah.
I think Montel Jackson pulled out from an injury or something, and so Gutierrez, he just got booked, and this is 2 weeks later, a week later, and he's got another fight booked. So it's a short fight on short notice. A fight on short notice is always dangerous because he hasn't been preparing for this new fighter. It's a
two weight cuts.
2 weight cuts is dangerous. A new
short
fighter,
amount of time like that,
man. So yeah, I mean, this is one of those fights where there's so many question marks that not really much reason to put it on the parlay. Even not much reason to put any money on it for me or Lousy. So we're like, all right, let's just kind of see how it goes. And maybe a live bet if you can see kind of like, Gutierrez adapting well. But overall, the price is going to be too high anyway. So this is kind of a weird card right here just because, a lot of distance bets and this fight is just a short notice type of weird fight. So, another situation, we're just going to let it go probably. So,
yeah. If you aren't comfortable with betting a certain fight, if you are betting, just don't bet it.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
I think the main thing is that in investing in general, it's kind of like it's not about the money you make, it's about the money that you keep.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't want to lose money unnecessarily on fights that you're just unsure about. Like Lousy last week was saying on the Murata fight that let's see if both of our arms are good. That left arm was broken from the previous fight from Jandiroba, and the arm wasn't looking that great. So you could just ditch the bet, and she ended up. Some people thought she won. I thought she won, obviously, but the judges scored it for the other woman, and just in general, though, when you only have one arm confident with it, it's kind of tough to put money on a fighter like that. So sometimes it's good to just live bet or just stay away from it because it's just going to lose you money rather than be a good situation, good position for you to make money. So it's about keeping your money and not losing it necessarily.
Like for poker, like you don't lose what you don't put in the middle.
Right. Mike McDermott said that from Rounders. And it's a legendary line that's totally true in all forms of investing. So that's the main thing is that's I think that's what we're all focused on is trying to keep our money. We're going to make money on certain great style matchups. Carolina Kowalkiewicz last week, we were very high on her. She won 30-27 on all the scorecards. Won all 3 rounds, so, you can make money on those fights, but it's the fights like the 50-50 fights or the fights you're not sure about because they don't punch with enough power or whatever, and it's like, why even bet those? So, Yeah,
Yeah.
it's another one of those fights where we're like, well, there's a lot of question marks. We don't know exactly. No shame in that. We're just moving on.
Yep.
To the next one.
Like, subscribe, comment. Let's see that algorithm go in our favor. All right.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it.